Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk a little bit less about my builds and something else that's come to my attention. I'm in a couple Minecraft groups on Facebook, and it seems like people debate what's better, creative or survival, and sometimes people are silly and actually put down, each other's thing that they like. So, even I said on the first video that I was kind of like, oh, I like survival, and I know a lot of people do builds and then in survival and then go creative and then go back to survival, and I don't understand why. Even that, I'm not being negative to it, I just don't understand because I enjoy collecting the resources. But what I was going to do today is tell you why my way is a bad way. So I like to use survival, right? So to do that, to do everything I want to do takes a lot of work, and if you want to just enjoy making good builds and being creative, then, that's just as good as survival. As long as you're enjoying the game, you're doing it right. But just to give you an idea, so as you know, for the other videos you've watched, I'm building a very, very big brick building. But just to give you an idea of how much work goes into it, um, you need to collect clay, and then you need to burn that clay, and then it takes 4 pieces of, I guess, smelted clay, I guess you would call it, to make one little brick. So if you have a huge building, it takes a ton of time. Just put in perspective, like right now I'm in one of my outposts, and I have a lot of these all over my world, and the reason I have them is because I need tons of resources. So this one, there's a lot of kelp here, so I'll come here sometimes on my way to other things to just collect some of the kelp, and then what I do is I'll go and I'll collect it. I won't worry about it too much. I have some now, so I'll just go back and I'll bring it here and I'll put it into the kiln, so for the furnace, so that I can actually create dried kelp. And with that dried kelp, I'll go and I'll convert it to what they call dried kelp blocks, and what that does is that allows it to become fuel. So you can see there's none here. I put it in, and there. So the amount you burn here takes a lot less than the amount you dry. So the more you do this, the more and more fuel you get. And so what happens is, I think I have some here. I have a lot of dried kelp here. What'll happen is I'll take this back to the furnace buildings I showed you in my last video, or I think it was the last video, and I'll actually go and use that to burn up the clay. But so if people are putting down creative, I'll put it out there that I'm just being silly, putting so much work into just getting the fuel I need to do the basic work of creating bricks. So I don't know, I just wanted to put it out there that everyone has what they're interested in, and yeah, as long as you're enjoying it, you're doing it right. The other thing I was going to show you out here is, and it's going to take a little while, but I'll talk as I go, is I have, like I said, I have various outposts. You can see kind of a lame one right there. But the other thing I need to do when I go is I need to collect a ton of clay. And so when I go and get clay, it's not easy to get. It's not like, oh, I can dig down in a mine and then all of a sudden I have lots and lots of clay. What it requires me to do is actually find areas that I hadn't been in before and go underwater and search for clay. So, for example, I was just starting an area over here that I gotta find again, so bear with me. I think it's just a little bit further. Yeah, it's not there. Yeah, it's up here. So, real quick, I need to make a shovel, because if I'm going to show you how I get clay, I need to have a shovel to do that. So you can see I'm just making a shovel real quick. Oh, I had one. Oh, anyway. So, you can see this is even a riskier outpost than most that I have. I think I've already... Oh, so here's an example. So I'll park my little boat over here, and you'll see that there's clay down here. So there's not a lot. Looks like there's just a few bricks. So I have to do this. So right here, I just got 40. I have 40 in total. I think I had 32 before. So those 8 I would need to burn up, and they would only make 2 blocks of brick. So you can see why I wouldn't put down people that do creative, because that takes a lot of time, and not sure that everyone would find that fun. But I do. Like I said in other videos, I just find it fun to collect this stuff, and I find it actually kind of relaxing for some odd reason. What I do though is when I go out into an area I haven't been before, I usually have a map on me, and I'll use banners to identify areas that I've already collected clay from. So in other words, like say it's a perfect square and I do the bottom left quarter of it, I would mark that off with, say, red flags going, okay, I did this part, now I can move to the next section. The other thing I'll do, like in this area, I just found it the other day. I'll just get out and I'll work my way around. So here you can see there's a bunch of clay. So I'll just get more just as an example. And then what I'll do is, say I got all that clay. Then what I do is I'll go along and say I've collected all the clay on this side of the shore, this side of the shore. Then what I would do is I would put down a couple torches. And this is my little indicator that says, okay, you've gone all this way and you've collected all the clay, so the next time you come, you don't even need to worry about your map or banners. You just start here and continue working around down, along the way. So that's just kind of what I do for it. What I'm going to do now, though, is take those away because I'll get confused and say, hey, why do I have those when I didn't collect the clay closer? So the point of my discussion today really is just I want people to feel like, hey, this guy's doing survival, and as a result it takes him a long time to do his builds, and he's kind of proud of that, but it doesn't mean it's any better than the builds you might do in creative. It's just a different way of doing it. And like I said earlier, as long as you're having fun with it, you're doing it right. And I hope other people just enjoy the game and find a way that suits them, and don't judge each other on how they're playing the game, because one of the best parts about Minecraft, it's all about creativity and expressing yourself. And so if you're feeling like you're doing something because other people are saying it's not as good or it's not as challenging, then you're not being true to yourself. So my recommendation is find the way that you like to play it and enjoy the heck out of it. That's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys later.